This is a small route that... Ah, that hurt my ears. Let me change the volume a little bit. Anyway, as I was saying, this is a short tram route that takes people to the airport. Is he wheel slipping because of the curve again? Well, looks like I might have to get rid of this tram too. Man, this is one of my favorite trams. It's really beautiful. I really don't want to have to get rid of this one too. But you know what they say, when you own the business, sometimes you have to make tough decisions to keep it running. Right? Including getting rid of this tram, even though it would really be great for advertising this railroad because it looks good. Well, let's see what this tram is doing. This is the tram I use to replace the Siemens Combino. It doesn't wheel slip on sharp curves, it looks like. Right now he's waiting for a red signal. And I think... yeah, that's what's happening. What does the bell sound like? Oh, it sounds the same as that one. And this is the horn. I remember on an earlier version of this game, the horn only worked from inside the cab. Looks like they fixed that on this one. Now let's see what this tram's doing. He's blocking his way. Man, you know, maybe I should make a multiplayer version of this route. Then someone else could be handling all the trams that I can't control. Because obviously I can't be everywhere at once. I can't control all these trams at once. Looks like there's nothing stopping him. He's just wheel slipping. So even this tram wheel slips on sharp curves sometimes. Well, this is the first time I've actually had a problem with him doing that. I have no idea what to do with this. Well, I guess as long as he's moving, it's okay. If he stops moving, then obviously he won't be going anywhere. But seriously, this would make me lose a lot of customers. They're thinking about how long it takes to go around this one curve when they could have walked across the street faster, or driven, or caught the bus. This would make me lose a lot of customers in real life. Well, he's finally going through the intersection. These trams turn corners in a very odd way. This one too, because it has the exact same type of bogies. That's weird. Look how the bogies are arranged. They're supporting only one half of the car. How does that even work? How is this even possible? The bogie is only over one half of the car, yet it stands. I'm guessing this car helps support the other half, and so on to the last car. But the thing is, the bogies only support the front half of the last car. So what supports between these two cars? I have no idea how this works. If it did work though, I can imagine it would be a very complicated setup. The other tram stopped. Is it because of the traffic light? Let's hope that's the only thing blocking it, because if not, then I have a problem. I think he is wheel slipping, trying to get to this train station. Man, he was doing so well, and then he just stops. Well, he's still moving. Like I said before, it's almost... I'm almost okay with keeping the tram if it can at least move. If it gets stuck and it can't move at all, then I have to get rid of it. But since this is the best tram at turning a corner, I can't really say that I can't really get rid of it because it's the only tram that could make this corner. If I used the Simmons Combi, though, it would have gotten stuck. What should I do about this? I mean, there's no way to make it go around the corner faster. Then again, I could probably change its engine spec to give it more power. But technically, if it's wheel slipping, power isn't really the issue. It's that it can't grip the rails. Because even if you give a train a lot of power, all you're really going to be doing is making the wheels spin faster. But that doesn't help if it can't grip the rails. Well, I think he'll make it to the station sooner. Actually, did he slow down even more? These are some really odd bogies, the way they support these cars. I'm still trying to figure out how this works. And how are these cars even coupled? This tram's almost empty. Probably because a lot of passengers stopped riding it. Because they realize there's a faster way to get to their destination. Does he still have to wait for the traffic light? Well, I don't think we're going to get anywhere fast with this route. I wonder what that horn sounds like on the Doppler effect. Probably really weird. Okay, the traffic light finally changed green. Looks like we might be getting somewhere. I still have to wait till this train leaves because he's using the station that I need. Well, looks like we won't have that problem anymore with this curve. Then again, I have no idea how this tram's gonna make it through. This tram is a little bit skinnier and shorter than the other ones, so it might make it. We won't know until he leaves the station, though. Doesn't even really sound like a horn, though. I'm not even sure how to describe that sound. Anyway, this tram has doors on it, but I don't think the doors open. Okay, I think he's about to leave. Of course, the light still has to change green. He's leaving the station too. Okay, no problem, I think. Of course, he still has to make it around the curve. Are those phone booths? I don't think phone booths are still in use. I haven't seen one since a long time ago when we lived in New Jersey. Okay, this tram is going around this curve no problem so far. So should I replace all the Nottingham trams with these trams then? Well, it seems like that would be the way to speed up the traffic in this area. Well, if that's the only choice I have. Well, I don't really mind which tram I use here. Okay, so replace all of the Nottingham trams with NH trams. Or I could replace them with the poor tram, because these trams turn corners very well on this route. What does it look like inside the cab? A little bit different than the ice tram cab. It's also a lot smaller. And it takes up less of the screen apparently, because there's nothing but black all around it. Oh, you can go outside too. And to the left and to the right. Doors don't work on this tram, unfortunately. But it still looks nice. It's got one windshield wiper that doesn't move.
The train is leaving the station.
Oh man, why does the light always have to change right before we leave? Hey look, there goes another Nottingham tram that's working just fine. Now I need to figure out which one to replace. Uh-oh, it looks like two trams are about to collide. Oh man, that was close. They were literally only inches away from colliding. That's why I hate what are those tracks called? Diamond crossovers, I think they're called. Yeah, I really hate those types of switches on this game. Well, the tram has side view mirrors. That would be very helpful. The game freezes momentarily when the lights start coming on, because it has to recreate all of this. But a nighttime version of it. When I'm finished with the city, you'll be able to hear tram bells echoing from all over, which probably isn't a good thing if you have to sleep in this city. But I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have been this audible in real life. I think there's a tram on that elevated line. This is exactly how I approach red lights when I'm driving. Approach very slowly. Maybe it'll change green before you have to make a complete stop. And then you're very disappointed if it stays red by the time you actually have to stop. Yep. I think it's about to change green though. How many more stops before we end up at the airport? 1, 2. Oh, we have a long way. Oh yeah, this must be one of the longer routes I made. Oh, this goes all the way to Main Depot. And to the tram depot. Well, in that case, it's it's not that far from the airport, but it's still a long way. I memorized the entire area around the depot. Like I said, I pretended like I live in that area. And when you live somewhere, you can pretty much figure out how to get anywhere from that specific area. Let's see. Brixton Avenue. Looks like it's got 12 more stops before it gets to the airport. Yeah. Let's see if I can, Let's see if I can transfer it to a tram that's already at the airport or almost approaching it. And this tram only has one stop before the airport, but I think he's waiting for that tram in front of it. If we're lucky, he's not being blocked and he can just leave. I hope that's what the case is. Hopefully he's just stopping at that station, and when that light changes green, he'll move. But worst case scenario, he's stuck and doesn't know how to get to the station, which blocks my tram too. Let's see where this tram is right now. Well, obviously he has to wait for that light to change green. And this tram isn't going to go to the airport. He's just gonna go, he just goes down the street. The way I planned it was you would get off at this stop and then transfer to this tram, which would be right behind it to get inside the airport. There are other lines, there are a bunch of other lines, of course, that go all the way into the airport from the street. So you don't necessarily have to take this tram to get there. Look at that. There's another tram on its way here. I think he's going to turn right at the intersection, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, looks like he has a red light here. Actually, he's stopping at a station here. I really hate the doors on this tram. I mean, they open and close realistically, but that sound keeps repeating. It's really hard to find doors that don't have that glitch on this game. I don't need this open right now. This is a really long light. I think this light's about to change. Yep, this light's about to change green. Once that happens, my train will be able to go to this station and then into the airport. It's still not going anywhere. Is it because of... Looks like it's because of that. These switches, they just don't want to change. And let's see, what can I do about that? Actually, this switch changed as soon as I clicked on it, so I'm not sure why he wasn't able to move it. Some AI drivers are just stupid and don't know how to change the switch that's like 2 switches in front of them. Okay, it looks like we're up next. Well, for some reason he's not moving. Well, this is a problem. Shall I tell him to continue the schedule? There's no option to tell him to continue schedule. Well, that's helpful. Oh man, is he getting stuck at the intersection? Well, looks like I can't use the PESA anymore. Okay, what if I tell him stop train and then continue schedule? What does that do? He might... Nope, he won't go anywhere. And that tram is stuck at the intersection. Am I gonna have to move this tram on its own? I mean, on my own? Well, that's actually quite inconvenient for me. If I have to... I might want to get some routes off of this map, too, because there's too many trams on this road. I mean, I meant for it to be a very busy street with a lot of trams going through it, but... Wow, look at that. When they go parallel to each other, they hit each other. That would have been... Well, it probably wouldn't have scared the passengers too much, but it would have been uncomfortable. Yeah, look how close they get on this curve. Actually, they don't seem to be hitting each other right now. Yeah, looks like these two are gonna hit. Yep, they hit each other. Well, this tram is wheel slipping, but it's getting through the intersection. I'm trying to move the camera. He gets stuck at this curve too. But this curve is sharper, but he's making it do faster. So I'm not sure what the problem is. You would think it was because the curve is sharp, but that can't be the problem if he can go across a sharper curve faster than he can go across the wider one. So I'm not sure what the problem is. Well, hopefully I won't have to intervene to fix this problem, because if I do, it means that I will only be able to drive one tram during this route. Or I'll have to find some way to fix this problem manually, which I probably can. Usually track marks are a good way to fix certain problems where the trains don't know how to get to the station. Okay. This tram won't go anywhere even though the track ahead is clear. I did tell him to go to the right station, right? Let's see, Sugarford Road, track 1. I can't read the sign with this light in the way. Like, what is the point of this? I can't... Oh man, the name doesn't even appear when the lights are on. What am I gonna do? I don't even know what name the station is. Oh wait, the map view is very useful in a time like this. Hopefully, if I don't get confused. Let's see, where am I? Oh, here it is. Oh, it is Sugarford Road Track 1. So I did tell him to go to the right station. He just doesn't know how to get to it, even though it's right in front of him. Okay, here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm just going to tell him to go to the station again. Navigate to Sugarford Road 1, Track 1. And then I'll just get rid of the old message. He still won't go. That usually fixes the problem. I don't know what to do now. I tried everything in my arsenal and he still won't go anywhere. Well, the only thing left is to intervene. I'm changing the switch manually so that I'm headed toward the airport. Oh wait, he's moving on his own now. But I had to do something to make him do that, so I guess that means this test failed. But either way, I'd still like to actually see what the inside of this airport looks like, because I don't think I've been there yet. I really hope this light doesn't change red before we can leave. Come on, hurry. He's still loading though. Okay, he's about to leave. Why does he keep doing that? Is he unsure if he has clearance or not? Okay, it looks like we're going to go to the underground area of the airport on this route. I have a bunch of other routes that go the above ground way as well. But they're not here yet, and some of them probably won't make it here because I haven't finished programming all the trains yet. So there'll be a few in their way that won't go anywhere. Either way, hey, the horn's actually blowing now. It still skips though. Anyway, headed towards the underground area. Wow. At this point, one wonders what is supporting the power lines that are over the tracks. The catenary. And someone else wonders, why did the train momentarily disappear when going underground? It had something to do with the lights. They keep making stuff disappear on this game. Why are those signs backwards? Arrivals. I'm not sure what that one's supposed to say. And let me try to get this camera angle right. Okay, here we go. Oh man, he's skipping the station. I was afraid this would happen. Well, actually, this tram is a little bit longer than the station, so I'll allow this. It looks like only the middle parts of the train will fit in. Okay. Oh, that says airport arrivals, but it's backwards.
train is leaving the station. The train is leaving the station.
Going above ground. Oh, the lights are turning off. That's why it's skipping. I hope he doesn't wheel slip. I think he is wheel slipping. Yep, he's slowly decelerating. Maybe I should give these trams more powerful engines. We'll see.